I just don't get how y'all don't see what Nicki Minaj is talking about. For years, this lady has been saying, I've been abused, I've been threatened, I've been bullied, I've been harassed, my house has been swatted, they have been taking the peace from me, they're stealing money from me, my trailer has been shot up. Literally, it's been machines and the giants that paid to go against her and cause her harm and ill will over her life.
When rap beef jumps from Spotify streams to the halls of Congress, you know the timeline has left Earth. Last Friday, Nicki Minaj tweets, "At FBI, is this a threat?" She even tags the CIA, attaching one cryptic screenshot from a top dog insider. In minutes, ProtectNicki rockets past 300K posts. By sunrise, a Florida congresswoman vows to step in personally. But what did Nicki see? Just one tiny emoji that screamed danger loud enough for federal agents. Stick around because the next twist drags chart wars, case numbers, and one very silent SZA into the same headline. It started with a live stream gag. MackWop, SZA's tour DJ, joked that some people need the Tory treatment while reacting to Nicki's rants about top dog President Punch. Nicki saw it, screen capped the clip, and captioned it, "Credible threat. Investigate him right away." She even color circled an emoji of a dagger to underline her point. Fans gasped, critics scoffed, and Nicki doubled down, tagging both federal agencies in back-to-back posts. But MackWop was only half the story. In West Coast circles, MackWop is the dude who turns a mellow crowd into a mosh pit. Kendrick's Damn tour, SZA's garden party stages, even the odd schoolboy Q pop-up. Between gigs he live streams, laughs at conspiracy threads, and salt sprinkles Twitter with punchlines that usually vanish in the scroll. But on July 17th, the joke misfired. MackWop went live after midnight, reacting to Nicki's earlier rant about TDE boss Punch. Mid-laugh he cracked, "Some folks need that Tory treatment," a wink to Tory Lanez's infamous prison stabbing rumor. Within minutes, a Barb clipped the 90-second segment, zoomed in on a dagger emoji he'd flashed on screen, and posted it under the caption, "Threat or Not." Nicki didn't hesitate. She screenshot the clip, tagged both the FBI and CIA, and wrote, "Credible threat. Investigate him right away." The live stream's vibe flipped from rowdy banter to potential felony faster than you can refresh a timeline. Hashtags, Botchi, ProtectNicki, and Free MackWop shot into Twitter's top 10. Bloggers started timestamping the clip like courtroom evidence. MackWop, now blindsided, tweeted that the comment was, "Just rap banter, y'all wild." Nicki's lawyers quietly filed an incident report, and suddenly a nightlife hype man found himself name-checked in federal threads. And that's when politics crashed the party. Enter Representative Anna Paulina Luna, the freshman firebrand from Florida's 13th district who treats X like cable news on turbo speed. By breakfast, she quote-tweeted Nicki's post, typing, "Threats of violence and assassination must be taken very seriously. DM me, I'll loop in federal law enforcement immediately." Within the next hour, she doubled down, blasting out a thread about unchecked corruption in rap, hinting at pay-for-playlist schemes and industry intimidation, and vowing to drag the matter into an oversight hearing if agencies drag their feet. Cable outlets ate it up. Tampa's WTSP scrolled "Congresswoman defends Nicki," while ABC Action News splashed a split screen of Luna's house portrait beside a looping clip of Nicki's dagger emoji tweet. Overnight, Jarman Rep Luna trended alongside Us ProtectNicki, turning what began as a Stan War skirmish into a potential C-SPAN showdown. Even Digital Music News ran a headline asking whether Luna's move might set a precedent for federal intervention in fandom feuds. Suddenly, the story wasn't just rapper versus rapper, it was rap beef meets Capitol Hill, complete with subpoenas, press gaggles, and talking head speculation about First Amendment lines. One side saw a lawmaker safeguarding an artist, the other smelled political grandstanding. Either way, a 280-character SOS had landed Nicki a high-profile ally, and added a congressional subplot no one could have scripted.
Representative Luna went ahead and confirmed. She said, "I can confirm. I spoke with Nicki Minaj directly, and we'll be doing everything we can to ensure her safety. We take threats of violence and assassination very seriously. RICO is illegal. I am deeply concerned that there has been unchecked corruption within certain aspects of the rap industry. Artists should be respected and not afraid of managers, labels, etc."
But this wasn't their first skirmish. Rewind to January, when SZA, Kill Bill, locked down the Hot 100 throne for 9 straight weeks. A record run that birthed a number Kill Bill challenge on TikTok and a congratulatory shout-out from Miley Cyrus. Nicki's feed stayed suspiciously quiet until Barbie World, Her candy-coated duet with Ice Spice detonated on the app. Pink-splashed edits, sped-up samples, and a 48-hour climb that vaulted the track to #1. 7 and rising. That's when the subtweets started to hiss like leaking gas. Top Dog President Punch posted, "Stats don't lie," a victory lap many took as shade toward Nicki's TikTok-fueled surge. Nicki Snap replied, "Tell your boss watch his mouth before he needs Google Translate," a not-so-veiled reminder of her global streaming clout. Screenshots flew faster than deletes. Blog headers screamed, "Nicki versus SZA, new queen of charts?" And suddenly the industry had deja vu of her 2018 shoe hurl showdown with Cardi. For 6 months, the tension simmered. Little heart eye likes here, ominous dagger emojis there, until last week's Tory treatment clip turned a chart rivalry into a potential criminal case. Pouring jet fuel on a fire everyone swore was out. Cue the Stan armies. Within 30 minutes, the Barbs went full CSI. They unearthed an old 2018 DUI mugshot they claimed belonged to MackWop, slapped it on every fan page, and pushed the hashtag #JaULockHimUp into X's trending tab. SZA minions counterpunched with Google Sheets receipts. Minute-by-minute Spotify graphs implying Nicki's streams spiked at 3 a.m. bots only o'clock. One viral post cited Spotify's recent purge of botted activity, crowning the data, proof Barbie bought her numbers. Then TikTok turned the squabble into a cinematic universe. Creators dropped rapid-fire stitches, alleged flowcharts linking MackWop to paid hitmen, and a green-screened FBI case file that racked up 2 million views before moderators yanked it for misinformation. Digital rights groups warned that Meta's new hands-off policy was already pouring gasoline on fandom feuds. By sundown, an anonymous docs list naming family members and home addresses of both artists' crews surfaced on a Discord server, jumped to X, and vanished after moderators cited targeted harassment. Memes, threats, and fake legal docs flew so fast that even veteran Stan War watchers struggled to keep score. One commentator quipped, "This isn't a beef, it's an arms race." So where's SZA in all this? SZA's entire response to the digital wildfire was just one cryptic sunflower emoji dropped on her Instagram story. No caption, no music snippet, not even a sly hashtag. Within minutes, that single emoji was dissected like a crime scene clue. Some fans claimed it symbolized peace, pointing to her history of using floral emojis when she wants to spread good vibes. Others swore it was a low-key jab, noting that sunflowers can also mean, "I'm unbothered." While fans were decoding petals, Top Dog Entertainment broke its silence with a short, surgical statement. "Our artist is focused on her music. We deny any threats toward Ms. Minaj." But the ambiguity only fed the storm. Stan accounts started splicing sunflower graphics into memes of dueling queens, while TikTok edits captioned, "Is this SZA's way of saying, Nicki's not worth a full response?" Racked up millions of views overnight. Even entertainment commentators jumped in, calling the emoji the quietest power move of 2025. Meanwhile, Nicki's camp stayed loud. Her legal team reportedly contacted the FBI field office in Miami, requesting a formal review of the livestream clip. Music attorneys say this kind of escalation isn't common, but isn't unprecedented either, especially when a public figure claims a credible threat. The silence from SZA's side and the noise from Nicki's only widened the gap, creating a vacuum where speculation thrives. Is SZA taking the high road? Or is her silence part of a strategic PR play to let Nicki burn herself out in public? Either way, the legal echo is only getting louder. Legal analysts remind us that Representative Luna can't snap her fingers and unleash a federal probe. At best, she can request a briefing, and that obliges the FBI to open a file, log the complaint, and circle back with a status update. Nothing more. Yet that paper trail alone is a headache. Once an agency numbers a case, every future tweet, DM, or livestream clip can be sucked in as potential evidence, all archived for discovery. Label attorneys are already picturing nightmare subpoenas. Marketing interns deposed over meme campaigns. A&R reps grilled on whether a dagger emoji was promotional storytelling or veiled menace. One senior exec whispered to Black Enterprise that if Congress starts spotlighting Stan skirmishes, half our rollout meetings will need a lawyer in the Zoom. Still, artist advocacy groups are quietly cheering. They argue that unchecked fan harassment has morphed from spicy sport to real-world stalking, and a little daylight, from Capitol Hill or anywhere else, could finally force platforms to treat doxing like a felony, not a feature. If Washington's glare makes social apps tighten moderation in rap spaces, they say, maybe the next Tory-type tragedy gets stopped at the meme stage. But transparency cuts both ways. The moment lawmakers frame a dagger emoji as a public safety threat, First Amendment watchdogs brace for questions about lyrical content, artistic expression, even tour visuals. Imagine a future where a TikTok preview must pass the same risk review as a fireworks permit, and every diss line carries a federal footnote. Which brings us to tonight's final question. So who's really in control here? Nicki, Congress, or a fandom that can weaponize a single emoji? If Luna drags rap beef into a Capitol hearing, we'll be live streaming it in real time. But if this saga vanishes the moment SZA drops her next single, every headline you scrolled tonight proves one thing. The court of public opinion flips faster than a TikTok swipe. Your verdict writes the next chapter. Is Nicki protecting herself? Or flexing the biggest PR muscle in hip-hop? Is Representative Luna safeguarding artists or chasing sound bites? Drop your answer below, then screenshot your comment because receipts matter around here. Hit that like if you survived today's timeline tornado, subscribe so you don't miss the congressional curveball, and share this with the one friend who still thinks rap beef stays on wax. Online drama is free. Real-world fallout costs. Sometimes in court fees, sometimes in careers. Stay safe, stay skeptical, and I'll see you in the comments before the next twist hits your notifications.